The Huey Cam. Featuring the best of Lamont and Tonelli on 107.7 The Bone.
Dirty Friday this morning.
Fantastic Dirty Friday.
Tell you what,
it's only getting better.
Well, it is getting better because we are moments away here. We've got Tony coming in. And there he is. Stephen Schirripa is in the studio. How you doing, Steve?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Now,
what a pleasure this is.
Now, a lot of people may not recognize your name, Stephen Schirripa, but I guarantee you, when I say Bobby Bacala, they know who you are.
There you go. Bobby Bacala from The Sopranos. That's what my wife calls me now.
You know what? And growing up Italian, my father, when I was a kid, I was always, what are you, bacala?
A little bacala.
Are you bacala?
That's a little derogatory there. Yeah, bacala. You're the Tonelli, I assume. Are you the Tonelli?
Absolutely.
No,
I love a show when there's a good guinea on there. We got a Sicilian and we got a Tonelli. I love it. Now we're talking, man. Now we're talking. That's what I love. This is my kind of radio show.
Hey, now you're in town for the 25th anniversary at Cobb's, and it's called the Wise Guys of Comedy?
Yeah, I'm hosting a show tomorrow night, and it's got John Mendoza, Tammy Pescatelli, Johnny Steele, and we're doing two shows, 7:30 and 10, 15, and you're going to hang out, we're going to question and answer. You know, I'm not a comic, but we're going to host a show. They're the real comics. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a really good time.
But
it's going to be a really good time.
We've done a little research on you, though. You've got a big, big history in entertainment. You used to run the casino's entertainment?
Well, years ago, before I was acting, or while I was acting, I was the entertainment director at the Riviera, you know, so in Las Vegas. So I booked a lot of acts and a lot of comics, and that's how I kind of got started. Bruce Baum, Kevin Pollak, Drew Carey, you know, they kind of put me in their HBO specials and their comedy specials and kind of got the acting bug, and then I kind of took it from there, you know. So, you know, that's where I got my start. Never been a stand-up, but I'm a correspondent for Leno. Yeah. You know, so I've done like 30-something Leno spots. My next one's October 9th, and I hit the streets and do all kinds of stuff. So that's why I'm here. We're going to have fun and talk about The Sopranos, do some question and answers, whatever anybody wants to know.
We have one of the all-time #1 Soprano fans here.
Oh, really? All right.
Tony, do you have a question?
It looks like he came from Central Casting.
grab Sully's mic, Tony. Come on, Tony.
Do you have a question for...
This is
I have a story.
Oh, all right. Okay.
This is pretty good.
Okay.
I go to see the Jersey Boys. They were here. They're still here. But they've been here for like 9 months, you know. And I go, my wife is, I get my wife to, she's got me like 4 rows back center, okay. The show starts, and out comes this character called Gyp DeCarlo, okay. Plays like a New Jersey gangster who's involved with the Four Seasons, right?
Right.
Okay. So anyway, he comes out, and I'm looking at this guy who's the character. I lean over to my wife. I go, "Oh, you know who this is?" She goes, "No." She doesn't know. I go, "It's Johnny Boy Soprano." Madonna me, Stevie, Johnny Boy Soprano. Oh, I couldn't believe it. He was in the show. You ever meet that actor?
Yeah. Sure. What's his name? His name is
Johnny Boy Soprano.
No, it's Joe or Johnny. What is he? Good guy. Good actor.
Very nice.
Good guy. He does a lot of law orders. A real New York actor.
I wound up meeting him later. What a terrific
he's
guy.
A good guy. What's his name?
What's it say? John Francis? Is that right?
No.
What was that?
Good guy. He's done a lot of stuff. Good guy.
I'll get it.
All right, let me ask you about The Sopranos.
Whatever you want to know.
Okay, that last scene in the toy store when they whacked you in the toy store. How tough was that for you?
Well, you know, we shot that. It was one of the cold. We shot that on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
February 14th. It took a day and a half. They shot me 12, 13, 14 bullets. And I had to change my shirt. You know, the squibs are on each shirt. So every time they pop off, we did it, I don't know, a dozen times, maybe more. Yeah. One of the coldest days of the year. So it was a little tough, you know. A little tough. It was in a real train store in Lynbrook, Long Island. It wasn't even a set. That was a real train store.
Well, I will tell you, it was a little tough for me because I think that they're coming back with a movie.
I don't think so.
You don't think they're going to have a movie?
I absolutely don't think so. What's it going to be? It's so many characters are dead. What's it going to be, a prequel? Us in diapers, me and Tony Soprano in the diaper. You want to see us fight in the crib, me and Tony Soprano? America doesn't want to see us fight in diapers. So, I don't think so. But look, you never say never. I'll tell you this. There's no intention of that now. That show didn't end that way because they say, hey, we could always bring it back. What I do think is if 5 years from now somebody has an incredible idea and whatever, possibly, I won't put my money on it.
All right.
Now, as a member of the cast, how did you feel about the way the show ended on that final episode that everybody was talking about?
Look, I think I liked it. I knew what was coming.
Right.
I know people had a hard time. I think now it's gotten better as time has gone on. People kind of looked at it again and realized that how else could it end? You don't want to see Tony Soprano dead. You don't want to see the family dead. So what could it? How could it have ended? I thought it was great. I think he's alive. I think.
See, I do too.
He always lives on the edge. I think he could die at any moment. There was a lot of rumors. There was no multiple ending shot. That's a complete lie. You had eyewitnesses. Some stupid stripper said, "Yeah, we did 4, 5 endings." Paulie Walnut. That's a lie.
Paulie Walnut.
And then what I think is I thought it was a really good ending.
So all the guys on that show, who could be an actual gangster?
I think Tony Sirico, Paulie's.
I've heard
that. We hear that all the time.
But he's not a gangster. He's not a gangster.
But we hear if anyone is closer to that character than
that he kind of lives it. He lives his character.
You got Uncle Junior, who is nothing like that. And Christopher Michael Imperioli is the furthest thing from that. But now that Grandpa Munster died, Paulie Walnuts is the only guy in America with those wings. Like
Tony, you got another question here?
No, you know what, Stephen, I remember the actor's name, Joseph Sarava.
Yes. Yeah, Joseph Sarava.
And he's a good guy. He's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's the guy who played Johnny.
I'll tell you a funny story with Tony Sirico. They were trying to figure out a few seasons ago what Paulie Walnuts, what his apartment would look like. So they had a big production meeting to trying to rack their brain. Well, what would it be like this? Would it be like this? Would it be modern? Would it be old? And somebody went, well, what do you mean? The guy is the guy. Let's go to his apartment and see what it looks like. And I'll tell you another funny story. We're at Katie Couric's charity for colon cancer.
Okay.
So we're going down the red carpet, and he looks. They said, Tony was extra. So, Tony, want to say something? He looks in the camera. He went, remember to get your colon checked and tell him Katie sent you. And I'm not lying. I might hate the guy. Another time, we're doing a signing. We're signing pictures in Atlantic City. And a guy says, Tony, I got a guy outside. He's handicapped. Would you send him could you write a picture to Louis? He's a handicapped guy. So Tony's a big horse player. So he gets the picture, he signs it. Next thing we know, it says, to Louis, the best handicapper around. But he's a terrific guy, Tony Sirico. A lot of fun.
Stephen Schirripa, I'll tell you what. I recommend it highly. The Wise Guys of Comedy playing at Cobb's. Thanks for dropping by this morning.
Thanks, man. Tomorrow night,
two shows, huh?
All right.
7:15, 10:30.
9:46. Sully, let's get a picture.
Sure.
I want Tony with a picture with him, too.
All right.
Baby Huey, that or you're going to be walking the streets next week getting an airfare dressed as a hot chick at Southwest Airlines. All right?
Lamont and Tonelli, weekday mornings 5 to 10 on 107.7 The Bone.